Hello and welcome to CLC 4710. We're looking at the cloud computing capstone course. I just want to go through a few things to kind of help you get through the course the next 5 weeks. Capstone is very important. It is the culmination of everything that you've learned in your chosen program, which is cloud computing, which is very, very important in the current landscape of technology and even cybersecurity. Um, this course follows our general course model, 5 weeks in length, and you will be developing a project of your choice. And I will be your mentor, guiding you through the process of putting it together, creating the prototype, proof of concept, etc. And I'm certain that you've been given some general guidelines, but if not, please let me know. I'm pretty much adept at helping students understand what's involved in a whole capstone experience. So the purpose of this video is to get you started, give you an idea, and I'm pretty sure at this point you know what the Canvas learning management system is and what it offers for us as far as a teaching and learning environment. So let me review this quite quickly. So yes, this is the instructor view, so your view will be a little bit different, but you do have all the components entailed here. These particular, or this particular, well, this along with other videos will be in the announcements, so please review them if you run into any issues. And as I said, let me kind of overview the whole course. This is pretty straightforward. This is a welcome. There's basically the course introduction. Introductions, please. I will have mine in there. And I would like for you all to add your introduction so I can get an idea who you are. The question and answers discussion discussion area is for you to post any questions and I'll provide the answers. So that's basically what you will reach as far as the welcoming question and answers link. And then you have the learning units. I'm going to briefly overview the structure. 5 learning units that correspond to the 5 weeks. We don't really have a textbook for this course. Basically, you're creating a project that you're going to walk through, and I'll go through the components, and I'll break them down a little bit more as far as the learning units. So the overview is pretty straightforward. The capstone, you have discussion questions. That's a part of our experience. And because there's only 3 of you, I will start the discussion question. You can either respond to me or, have your initial response. And its discussion questions are the same for all the classes. Your initial response by the Wednesday of the week, and then comment either on my post or on your fellow or your classmate post, and you'll be fine. I'm going to run this a little bit different. Normally, I will ask for 2 comments, but if you comment on my post and then comment on, because right now there's 3 of us in this learning experience, on your classmate post, and that's good enough. That actually satisfies the requirements. So plan to do that, and you'll be fine with discussions. And then, other than the discussions, you have the assignments. It's just a learning unit assignment for each of the weeks. So I'm going to briefly talk about the overview. We start out with the submit your project. Basically, you select your topic. If you want to create an app or create a concept of an app, there's not a lot you can do in 5 weeks, but you can definitely get started on putting kind of the framework together, or the outline together. And then you're going to look into technical requirements. I will also, when I break these down for each week, I will give you some direction here, like what topic are you interested in, and it's wide open. Creating the technical requirements. So a lot of this is just a reporting mechanism, so that you can put it together. Unless you already have something in mind that you've already built, that you can present as a capstone, project submission, and then proof of concept or prototype. That's basically either something that's tangible, or something that's conceptual. Either will do. You're going to talk about your challenges in discussion and look at basically give me a report as far as your project iteration, progress, etc. So for the most part, and as I said, I will kind of detail most of this during each of the weeks. But for the most part, you're creating an idea, thinking about how you can put it together, providing a report on that, uh, giving me your progress, and then basically offering your final thoughts. And then how would you put together, in some type of presentation? And as I said, I will detail that throughout. But that's kind of the overview. It's pretty whirlwind as far as the process, but it will be useful. I'll let you know that generally when I run Capstone, because I'll actually run the Capstone program at a major four-year university. Uh, there's usually a weekly check-in, and usually we have a business or two that are interested in the ideas around the Capstone project. So we will hopefully discuss that. And when I create my discussion post, you'll see my comments on that. But I just want you to be continuously engaged, whether it's the discussion post or even just general questions that you have about the Capstone. But that's it. This is a culmination of your experience in the program, and this is how you represent that level of knowledge before you graduate. So, and once again, please offer, questions, etc. My contact information will be in the announcements, along with other things that you can reference. But thank you for your attention. This first video, I will follow it with additional information. So let me stop my share here and say hello, and off we go.